Thank you. Let's start sharing my screen. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. So today we are going to discuss about the topic AWS, and I'll give a brief introduction about cloud computing. Okay, in this demo. Before going to the demo, I'll introduce myself. Okay, myself Naveen. I have totally 8 years of experience into the IT industry. Currently, I'm working in one of the top MNC, that is a data center, which I'm working right now. So overall, I'm working as a AWS Devops engineer into these 8 years. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about the topic what is AWS and why we need to learn only the AWS, why we can't learn Azure and all. Okay. I'll explain you briefly. Okay. Everyone join, right? Yeah. I think we can start our session. Enough. Yeah. So first thing, what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? Okay, so before going to the cloud computing, we are going to learn in cloud computing, we are going to learn the AWS means Amazon Web Services. As usual, all people are aware of this. Amazon Web Services. Okay, this is provided by Amazon company. Okay, similarly in our market we will be having a competitors called Azure, GCP. Okay, but why we are preferring this AWS? Why we are preferring this AWS means I'll let you know after the cloud computing concept. Okay, so first thing, what is cloud computing? So whenever do you want to open an organization, guys? Do you want to establish one organization? Okay, suppose do you think this is one of the organization which I want to establish? The main thing, if I want to establish a organization, what are the things I required? First thing, what are the required things I required? First thing is servers, right? Without having a servers, can we run our organizations? Anyone? Anyone? Without having our servers, can we run our organizations? No, right? Without having a servers, we cannot able to run our organization. Similarly, we need a networking. Without having a networking, we can able to run. Similarly, networking also we require. Yes, these are the important components, right? Yes. Similarly, we need a softwares. We need a softwares, applications. Similarly, we need a storage, right? To store something in organization, we need a storage. Yes, these all are related to organization architecture, right? Yes or no? These all are related to organization architecture. So these kind of architecture AWS is going to be provided in the form of cloud computing. Usually, suppose you want to establish an organization earlier, like before cloud computing, what people are going to do? They are going to set up the servers into their organizations. Yes, are you aware, right? Most of the organizations will be having a lot of servers. They are going to establish and they are going to maintain, and they are going to maintain with the admin, storage things, networking things, servers things, software deployments. These are all things they are going to deploy manually, but the cost efficiency is very high. Cost efficiency is very high. Cost efficiency is very high. It should be like crores, crores of rupees we has to invest, and we has to maintain each and every time. Okay, so that would be the very burden for us. Suppose requirement is increased, at a time we can't able to change our servers. So that was the one of the drawback. So whenever AWS cloud computing is there, okay, whenever we got an AWS, these kind of GCP, Azure, what happened? These kind of services, they are going to be provided virtual. This kind of servers, this kind of storage, this kind of networking, this kind of applications, those are all things they are going to provide through a virtual. How they are going to provide it through virtual? Definitely we will get a doubt. Yes, we are getting a doubt. So nothing but they are going to establish a data centers. See, this is how they are going to establish bigger data centers. Hope my picture is visible for all. This kind of data centers they are going to establish. In this data center, what they are going to do, they are going to insert this kind of servers. Who? Amazon. Amazon. Amazon Web Services, AWS, what they used to do, they used to set up this kind of server environment somewhere in all over the world. All over the world. Across 26 regions they have set up. Across 26 regions in all over world, they have set up these kind of environment. See, this is the one of the data center, this is the one of the data centers. Okay, so there they have set up this kind of environment. Okay, so how we are accessing this kind of environment means with the help of the portal called AWS. With the help of AWS portal. Okay, through how we are going to access this through internet. This is the data center. In this data center, they are going to set up these kind of environment. Okay, we are going to access this kind of environment virtually through the portal called AWS. Portal called AWS. This is called cloud computing. Means we are getting this kind of server, storage, networking, applications. We are getting through internet with the help of AWS portal. That is called cloud computing. It's clear for everyone. Any doubts about the cloud computing?
No, sir.
It's clear, right? About the data center and why we are using this AWS concept. What is cloud computing is clear. Yes. So in this 26 regions is there, right? All over world, they have set up these kind of data centers. So in each region, suppose we are having one region. So each region contains three to two to three availability zones. Sorry, two to three availability zones. Availability zone is nothing but it's a kind of a backup centers. Suppose we are having a organizations. Suppose if you take TCS or Infosys, some Wipro, what happened? They are going to set up. Suppose you are in Hyderabad. So what the TCS people will do, they are going to set up in three different areas, right? Like Infosys, they are going to set up two to three areas. That's kind of regions. Means in one region, they are going to set up a different zones. You are aware, like suppose if you take TCS, we are having a Synergy Park and we are having a Adi Batla. So if Infosys, if you see Gatkesar, one of the is in Gachibowli, means they are going to set up their organizations in Hyderabad that different zones. Similarly, in each zone, these kind of data centers will be contains two to three availability zones. Okay, two to three availability zones they have set up. So in our India, we have a nearest zone is Mumbai. Mumbai is the nearest zone for us. And future, uh, now it's not enabled Hyderabad zone. Hyderabad zone also they have established, but it is not enabled into the AWS portal right now. Okay, it's clear about the regions and availability zones how they are providing this kind of cloud environment through us. Clear, everyone? It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's show you how we are going to access this AWS. This is the portal called AWS. Through this portal, we can able to access this kind of environment, this kind of servers and all this kind of storage, applications, everything we can able to access with the help of this portal via internet. If you are having an internet, that's it. Simply you can log into your AWS and you can connect to this data center and whatever you require, you can able to access. Let's log into the console. Sign in as a root user. Let's log in. I have enabled three-factor authentication. I'll explain you once we got it. Let me enter my three-factor authentication authenticator app. 819517. It's kind of OTP. See, this is my AWS console. Through here, what I'll do, I used to access this kind of environment. What kind of environment? Server, storage, networking, database, softwares. From this portal, I'm going to take. Okay. It's clear, right, for everyone? Yes. See here, Mumbai is the nearest region. I told, right? We are having entire world 26 regions. These are the regions. See, if you change your region, suppose this is the Mumbai region. So if I change my region as a Mumbai, I used to connect to the Mumbai region. Wherever somewhere in Mumbai they have set up these regions, right? So I'll be connected to that specific Mumbai region. Suppose if I establish one server, so what happened from their Mumbai region, some kind of space it will take for us, and it will create a machine. It will create a machine, and we are going to access that machine through the AWS portal. Clear? Suppose if you switch to some North Virginia, from here, do you want to access some application, or else you want to create a one server? What you will do? Simply you will go to EC2 and you are going to take a server. What happened from the North Virginia in US? North Virginia data center it will connect, from where it will create a server, and we are going to access that server through internet through AWS portal. That is called cloud computing concept. So what is the benefit with this cloud computing? Already previous organizations use their own things, right? Like they have set up their own organizations, and inside they are going to maintain a server, storage, database, networking, software, everything, right? But why we need to use the specific AWS? Why we can't prefer the on-premises server? Let's discuss right now. So the benefits of this cloud computing is, see, one is on demand. Whenever whatever we need, we can get immediate. We can get immediate. So what is this on demand? What? Suppose, guys, suppose today Amazon people usually per day, Amazon people, Amazon website. Just you can think that this is Amazon website which I have hosted in my AWS portal. Okay, Amazon.com. Okay, I have I have created this page into my AWS environment. Okay, so these Amazon people, Amazon.com, usually everyday customers should be normally think like 2 lakhs of customers. Okay, 2 lakhs of customers. I have created one server. Okay, I have created one server. Okay, usually for these 2 lakhs people, I have created this Amazon.com server. Inside that server, I have deployed the application. Okay, so now what happened? I want to keep a one offer called Big Billion Sale. Usually 2 lakhs people, if I keep a Big Billion Day, what happened? The count is increase or decrease, guys? The count will be increased to this website or decrease? The traffic should be. Anyone? If we keep an offers, definitely the count should be increased, right? Usually every day 2 lakhs people will come. So normal day, if you take an offer, what happened? The people will be increasing to this server. So 3 lakhs. But the configuration is very less. So if 3 lakhs people suddenly came to the 2 lakhs people of server, what happened? The server will go down. The server will go down. But at a time, suddenly I want to increase my configuration according to the 3 lakhs people. You will do that in on-premises. If you set up in your organization, you can't able to do. But if you take an AWS, suppose 2 lakhs people server you have configured, right? So you can increase. You can increase according to the 3 lakhs people can able to access the server. So you can increase the configuration like RAM, memory, those all you can increase according to your customers. Suppose again 4 lakhs customers is there. Again you can increase your configuration. Suppose 4 lakhs to 3 lakhs people decreased. You can decrease your server configuration. That is called on demand. Whenever whatever we need, we can get immediately. Where if you use an AWS cloud, if you use on premises, we don't get those kind of things. Next thing is scalable. Scalable means increase and decrease the configuration as per requirement. Means as we discussed, right? Suppose 2 lakhs customers is there, 3 lakhs is increasing. What we are doing? We are increasing our configuration. Simply, there are lesser customers. What we are going to do, we are going to decrease our configuration. Next thing is pay only whatever we use. Suppose you have created a server which accessing only 2 lakhs people. For that only you are going to pay. For that only you are going to pay to Amazon. It's a kind of a rent basis. Means you are going to take those servers as rent with the help of AWS portal, and you are going to pay a rent to them, and you are going to access the servers. Clear? Clear for everyone? Any doubts?
क्लास चल रही है मैं ये डेमो डेमो
Any doubts?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Um, let's discuss a few more topics. Like this is the introduction about the AWS. So why we need to learn AWS? Definitely you will get a doubt, right? In present market, if you see most of the organizations, almost top of MNCs and almost 60 to 50% of organizations, they are going to use only AWS cloud. Next, Azure will be the using people. If you want to check, you can check over the Google as well. AWS usage in India, or else top cloud service providers in India. What it is showing? What is the top cloud service? See, the top cloud service is AWS. Next, Azure, GCP, IBM Cloud, Oracle Cloud, Alibaba, Wipro. So that's why most of the people are going to prefer AWS. Most of the organizations are going to use AWS, not only in India. If you compare all over the world, entire world, in world, again they can show topmost service is AWS, next Azure, third is GCP. That's why most of the people are interested to learn AWS. If you go organizations in real time, most of the organizations are going to utilize the AWS. And if you are comparing to three clouds like AWS, Azure, GCP, the cloud should be the same, but opportunities you will be getting more opportunities into the real time organization is that is AWS. You will get more opportunities. Like if you go openings also, if you compare in somewhere LinkedIn or something, you see AWS will be the topmost one. Always you will be getting the most of the notifications into the AWS. So that's why most of the people will interest to get learn into the AWS. Okay. So in this AWS, what are the things we are going to learn? What are the services we are going to learn? Okay. Let's discuss about the services. First service we are going to learn EC2. What is EC2? EC2 is nothing but, suppose here we are creating a servers, right? Yes, we are creating a servers. These servers we are going to establish with the help of EC2 service. With the help of EC2 service. Okay, here we can discuss about the services in AWS, which we are going to learn. Okay, first service is EC2. EC2 is means to create a server. Server is nothing but a computer, guys. Server is nothing but a computer. Okay, we are using our laptops. These are small computers. Okay, but in real time we are going to use a supercomputer. Supercomputer is nothing but a servers. Supercomputer is nothing but a servers. Okay, so with the help of EC2, we are going to create our servers. Okay, we are going to create our servers. Next one, S3. S3 means simple storage service. Suppose any organizations, if you are established, definitely we need a backup, right? Where you will take a backup, where you will create a backups. If you want to store something data, your customer data or your data, somewhere you will store, right? So where you will store? You can store in this S3 in the form of bucket. This is the one topic. So as part of the architecture, we required a network also, right? So we have a concept called VPC. In this VPC, we are going to establish a network. Okay. Next one. IAM. IAM is a service which we can provide identity access management. Identity access management means suppose you have joined into my organization. Definitely you should require a access right, privileges you require right. Through the IAM, I'm going to create a credentials to new customer. Suppose new person joined to my organization. What I'll do for that new employee, I'll create a credentials through with the help of this IAM. And also this IAM can manage the entire services which provided the AWS. Suppose the storage service, software service, this will be giving a permissions. If you want to change the permissions with the help of IAM, you can change a permission. It is a kind of a admin. It is a kind of a admin. Okay. Next one, we told applications, right? Software's applications. So RDS application also we are going to use. So this is the RDS is nothing but relational database service. It's related to database. Suppose if you want to store some data, where we can store into the RDS instances. Okay. What is data? I mean, this RDS means simply I can tell. Suppose you are going to DMart. So there will be number of goodies will be available in DMart, right? Whenever the person will be there in the counter. What they used to do? They used to simply scan that product. Whenever he scan that product, what happened background? It will display the that amount, the particular amount that product. How he is knowing that particular amount is a specific product with the help of scanning? If you do the scanning, the display will be showing, right? Means whatever he's scanning, right? They are maintaining some database. They are maintaining some database. With the help of this RDS, they can store those kind of database. Okay. Next, we are going to learn. Let 1 minute. Let me open this. S3 Route 53. Yeah, Route 53 concept. Route 53. What is Route 53 means? Nothing but you will be creating a server. Okay. Suppose if you created a one server, Amazon.com. For that, first thing we are going to get a IP address. We are going to get a IP address. Okay. This IP address directly you are going to provide the customers. They can remember the IP address. No, they will remember only friendly domain names. Suppose Amazon.com, Flipkart.com. So how you are getting this Amazon.com? How you are getting this Amazon.com? How you are going to configure to your server? Means suppose your own name. Suppose I want to establish one website called www.naveen.com. How I can create a server, how I can establish my own domain, and how I can create the domain to my server. How I can configure that particular domain to my server. That also we can able to learn with the help of Route 53 concept. Okay. Next one is CloudFront. CloudFront means we can able to access our servers quickly. Suppose our servers are in US. Okay. So from the US, whenever we are trying the specific server from India, what happen? We will getting a very less, I mean, slow. Server will be very slow. We can able to access. So whenever you are using this CloudFront concept, we can able to access our servers quickly. If it is in US or Australia, somewhere over the world. Okay. Let me re-verify. EC2, IAM, VPC, CloudFront, RDS, Route 53. Yeah. These kind of services we are going to discuss a part of our syllabus. Any doubts? Any doubts, guys? This is about the AWS. I'll discuss about the DevOps topic as well. Before going to the DevOps, let me know. You have any doubts? Tamim, Durga, Rahul, Vivek?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. Let's discuss about the DevOps topics. So what are the topics we are going to learn in the DevOps? Let's discuss. Okay. And why we need a DevOps, that also I can discuss. If you okay means I'll remove this diagram. Can I remove this diagram? Any doubts? No, right? Okay, let's remove and let's discuss about the DevOps. Yeah. Let's discuss about the DevOps. Okay. So before going to the DevOps, we are telling that we are learning DevOps with AWS. What is DevOps with AWS means? What AWS is providing for us, first thing, servers, storage, applications. Yes, these are the things AWS is providing, right? With this, as a DevOps engineer, we can utilize these resources. We can utilize these resources and we are going to deploy the services. We are going to deploy the services. So what is the DevOps engineer role here? Suppose you want to create one organization. Sorry, you have created one organization. So after that, what happened? We are going to get a projects. Yes, obviously we are going to get a projects, right? So suppose my organization got a one project that is called some Amazon.com. They want to establish one Amazon.com website. So usually, first thing what we required, guys, here, we required having a planning, right? How to execute these things and all we are going to plan. Once planning is ready, what is the thing? Next step is who will be develop this code? Guys, someone be please be on mute. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So we got a Amazon.com product right now. Okay. Guys, please be on mute. Yeah. So Amazon.com, I got a project. So now first thing, what we required? We required developers. Why we require developers? To develop the application. Develop the application. Okay. So this developer, what he will do? He'll simply write a code. He simply write a code. Okay. He's the job. Only the job is he need to write a code for the specific Amazon.com. Okay. That's it. Once the code is ready, directly you'll deploy into the Amazon. Directly you'll deploy. No, we don't supposed to deploy like this. Next thing is QA team will work. QA will come. What QA team will do? They used to test the application, test the code. Whatever the code is there, he write the code, right? He will review. He will review that code, whether the code is good or no. He will check. He will review the code. Once he review the code, he tell yes, the code is 100% good and quality. Success. Then what is the next thing we has to do? We has to deploy whatever the code is there, right? We have prepared the code, right? This code they have tested. Once it is tested, we has to deploy. As a DevOps engineer, we need to deploy this application with the help of a configurations, whatever we use, AWS configurations. Okay. With the help of AWS, as a DevOps engineer, we should utilize the services and whatever our code which we are having, they have reviewed the QA team, right? This code we are going to deploy into the AWS. Here we are going to deploy. Okay. Final, what happened? DevOps engineer can deploy and he can able to configure Amazon.com kind of a website and he's going to give to a public. So public can able to access a Amazon.com. Once it is done, if any issues facing in real time, like server kind of issues or anything while doing a developer or QA, so DevOps engineer is responsible to monitor this application each and every time. Okay, each and every time he used to monitor. If he required any configurations he need to do, as a suppose I told, right, big billion day came, what happened? Our server will not sufficient. So as a DevOps engineer, you can increase our servers. So once after we remove the server, what happened? Again, we need to decrease the server. As a DevOps engineer, we can decrease. And again, developer write a new version of code. QA team they reviewed. After that, again, what DevOps engineer can do? He can release the second version. He can release the second version. Okay. So DevOps is the one of the major key role in market. So without having a DevOps engineer in real time, organizations will be not available, guys. Okay, definitely DevOps engineer should be there in background. Okay, then only he can able to configure the servers, he can able to manage the servers, he can able to deploy the applications, he can able to deploy the applications. Okay, so if you compare why we require a DevOps means, so most of the, suppose one developer, he write a code, right? Usually he'll get a package, suppose maximum to maximum as a fresher 6 LPA, right? Similarly, DevOps engineer also will get a as a fresher 6 LPA of salary. If you are having an experience, definitely will be getting 15 to 20 LPA. 15 to 20 LPA of salary he'll get. Means equal to the developer. But here, what is DevOps engineer? DevOps engineer doesn't require a code. It's a non-coding one. Here, he need to learn a coding, and he need to struggle more. Who developer? Here, DevOps engineer simply he used to manage the servers, configurations, whatever the things, and he used to collaborate with developer and QA, and he used to work accordingly. And he's getting a salary equal to the developer, equally to the developer. However, developer salary will be there same, right? Same. Similarly, DevOps engineer salary also the same. So that's why most of the people who are not interested into the coding, they are coming to the DevOps to learn this kind of things because of the package. In market, we are having number of openings into the DevOps, and the packages should be equal to the developer. Clear? Any doubts in DevOps? What is the DevOps engineer role? It's clear. Any doubts, guys? No? Durga, Rahul, Tamim, Vivek. No doubts? Okay. So now what are the DevOps tools we are going to learn? Let's discuss here. Okay. Tools we are going. First tool is Git. Okay. In this Git, we used to call as a source code management. Source code management tool. So developer will develop a code, right? This code will be stored here in this Git tool. So as a DevOps engineer, we need to understand the Git as well, how they are going to save the code. Okay. That we are going to learn. Next tool is Maven. Maven is a build tool. Maven is a build tool. Suppose they have created a code here. The code should be in the form of language, right? Some C, Java, some language is there. So this should be some 1 TB like this. So directly we can't deploy this much of code. So what we are going to do, we are going to compress this code. After compressing the code, we are going to create a one artifact. One artifact. Through this artifact, we are going to deploy. This artifact is nothing but, suppose in your mobile you will be having a Play Store. In that Play Store, you will be having thousands of applications. Those are with the help of Maven, they have built those kind of artifacts. If you install, what happen? It will be getting deployed into your phone. Similarly, here also, if you are having this kind of artifact, then only you can deploy into the Apache Tomcat. In Tomcat, you are going to deploy. So what happened at that time? We will be getting the final output. Final output. How we are doing? We are deploying this into the Tomcat, right? With the help of Jenkins. With the help of Jenkins, we are doing these three kind of steps: Git, Maven, Tomcat. Finally, what happened? We will get a final output that is called some website called Amazon.com. Amazon.com. We will get this kind of website. Okay. The next tool is Ansible. Ansible is nothing but it's a configuration management tool. Configuration management tool. So with this configuration management tool, what we can do means we can able to manage. Suppose we will be having in real time lack of servers, 10,000 to some 1 lakh servers we will be having in real-time organization. Okay. Suppose in these 1 lakh servers, we want to deploy at a time. We want to install some applications. You want to do a patching. So how we can do with the help of Ansible? Within a seconds, we are going to patch 1 lakh machines. 1 lakh machines. That much of power this Ansible will be having. Admin kind of task it is going to be do. Okay. Next one is Docker. Docker is a containerized tool. Container tool. If I tell right now also you can't able to remember. Whenever we will be finished this topics, right? Git, Maven, Jenkins, Ansible, then you will be understanding the containerized topic. Containerized topic. Okay. It is a lightweight VM, lightweight virtual machines we can create in the form of containers. Okay, in the form of containers. Next, also the add-on is Kubernetes. Kubernetes. Kubernetes is the advanced topic of Docker. It is an orchestration tool. So most of the containers will be there, right? Through this orchestration tool, we are going to perform. We are going to maintain a containers. Okay, through here. Okay, this is about the tools which we are going to learn. Apart of this, we are also going to learn Linux. Apart of this, we are also going to learn Linux OS, Linux operating system. These are the tools which we are going to cover. It's clear for everyone. Any doubts? If you are having any doubts, please let me ask. Durga, Rahul, Tamim, Ram. Any doubts about the how the market is going on, or if you learn this course, what are the kind of benefits you'll get? Any doubts on that? And also we are going to provide your resume building. Resume building also we are going to provide. And also placement assistant. These kind of services we are going to provide. Yeah. Any doubts? Post of your course completion also, suppose if you are having any doubts like while practicing every day, day to day, you can reach out us, so we will help you. Yeah. Any doubts? Durga, Rahul, Ram, Tamim, let me know, guys. No doubts? No doubts, guys? There. Okay, so this is about the DevOps topics which we are going to cover. Okay, these are the topics. That's it, guys. Again, we can connect tomorrow. If you are having doubts, please let me know. Again, I'll be there here itself in the class itself. You are having any doubts? No doubts, guys?